Be free, Tenno, be free. So, how good was that reveal at TennoCon? No one seen it coming, and thankfully so, because it wasn't ruined for us. This, of course, is the Plains of Eidolon, our up-and-coming update that will add an open-world aspect to Warframe. Finally, with the Plains of Eidolon, we're going to be able to explore, fight, and fly through Warframe like nothing we've had in-game yet. A 3 km squared open area full of mountains, enemy patrols, camps, caves, plant life, wildlife, fucking fish, for crying out loud. And at night time we either need to get the heck out of Dodge or stay to fight the emerging Eidolons, which are basically these huge looking monsters that are going to be a much harder challenge for you and your squad, so it's going to be a lot of fun as well. Now, before I go any further, let me quickly address a comment that I'm seeing all over the place with regards to this hype surrounding Eidolon. A lot of players seem to think that this has now killed off Destiny 2 or killed Anthem before it even arrived. Just please stop that nonsense. Both of those games are AAA titles and they are going to be huge, and the Eidolon announcement won't hurt either of those one little bit. But what it will do is bring much more players into Warframe who may be looking for an open world area to run around in, either solo or with friends. I guess a free version of either of those games. An area where you can run and gun or explore or fly around in and hopefully enjoy the hell out of it. The Plains of Eidolon, or the idea of it, is something that the Warframe community and the player base has been asking for and wanting for as long as I've played the game. I've seen countless posts over the years on forums and of course on videos on Reddit as well, saying what Warframe really needs is some kind of an open world area, freedom in the game, for our planets to actually have character and to feel alive, and not just have us feeling, like Steve said at TennoCon, like rats in a cage being funneled from mission start to mission end. Because at the minute, that's exactly what we have. We start a mission on a planet that has us just running and gunning through corridors and vents. Even the Earth tileset is just a grassy hallway, although a much prettier one. I'd rather be running through it than running through the passages of Uranus, if you know what I mean. Because it doesn't feel like we have a whole lot of freedom in the game right now, and some of the missions definitely don't feel like it's a planet we're jumping down onto. But now, of course, that is all about to change. We're finally going to be able to see one of these colonies that we're supposedly protecting, the Olsson civilization, a culture of scavengers who rend flesh from dormant Orokan towers, which you've seen at the start of this video. Huge big chunks of flesh being pulled off of a wall. I bet they make a mean burger. Just supersize me a 40-foot kebab. Anyone? No? No? Not interested? And of course, with the Eidolon update, we're also going to be getting a new town hub called Cetus, which is where we will be able to interact and trade with these Ostrons. And like I showed in yesterday's video, we will be able to craft custom weapons and then eventually name them as well, which a lot of you guys are pretty damn hyped for, but some of you have really disgusting names already planned for those weapons. Cetus is going to function like a relay. It will hold up to 50 players per instance, and you'll be able to seamlessly move from Cetus through its double doors out onto the plains of Eidolon and kill enemies, explore, and of course gather the resources needed to craft those new custom weapons and armor, and if you feel like it, you can fish as well. However, the plains themselves will only hold 4 people, so you're going to be moving from an instanced area, which is of course the Cetus hub, into another instanced area, which is the Plains of Eidolon, but it's only going to hold 4 players. It's going to function the same way any of our missions do in Warframe right now. You can play it solo or in a squad of 4. You won't be randomly running around the Plains of Eidolon and run into a group of fellow players, so you could argue that it's not technically open world, but it is a free roam area for you and your squad. However, Steve has said that if it performs really well, then they can look at increasing the size of the squads for it, maybe from 4 up to 6 or up to 8 like we have for raids. It was also said that if the Plains of Eidolon is a success, then we can expect more open area zones to appear in game as well, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, while in Cetus, the town hub, we're going to be able to get missions off of these Ostrons to complete while you're out on the plains. You're going to get storylines off them, learn about their lore, and of course about their war with the Grineer. So when can we expect all of this to hit the game, and will it replace our current game? Because some players think that our current missions will now be removed in favour of this, as if it's a totally new game. So when asked about its release timeline at TennoCon, it was said that they were hoping to get the Plains of Eidolon out before Christmas, well before Christmas, and hopefully before the end of summer, but don't hold me to that. Hype can cause runaway statements, and we witnessed that at last year's TennoCon and how long we had to wait for the War Within to eventually hit. But fingers crossed it will be well out before Christmas, and hopefully by the end of the summer. Our current missions, of course, will stay in the game. They're not going anywhere, and I would imagine that the plains of Eidolon is just going to be another mission node for us to select in the star chart, or if Eidolon isn't the mission node, then the new town hub Cetus will be that node, and then you would just group up in Cetus with clanmates or friends if you have any, and move out onto the plains. But once you go out onto those plains, of course, you're just going to be in a squad of 4. Now, Steve has said that you're not going to need to buy a new PC for this, that it is also going to work on low-end machines, which is great for any of you guys that may be getting low FPS in different missions at the minute. At night time on the plains of Eidolon, everything changes. The plains are home to a long dead sentient whose bones are scattered around the place and has tainted the ground, and at night, things go bump. Huge Eidolons arise from the ground for you and your squad to hunt and fight, and of course then hopefully reap the rewards of killing it, or killing them. Now, another thing worth noting, because it might be relevant, is that at the art panel at Tenno they also showed off up and coming Grineer units called ghouls, so I'm wondering if these units will also arise at night out on the plains of Eidolon and cause mayhem for you and your squad. It would be kind of cool to fight through hordes of ghouls as you hunt down one of those huge Eidolons. But it's something we won't know until the update actually drops, or until we get to see a little bit more of it on future dev streams. Now, another thing, we also got no clarification as to what level all of these enemies are, because of course the HUD was turned off in the teaser. Will they be high level or not, or how hard will the normal mobs be before it actually gets night time, and will it scale up at night? It will be really interesting to get all of this information and see what the zone is going to be like. Hopefully it's a bit of a challenge as well as fun, because I want to really enjoy it. Do me a favour and let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the Plains of Eidolon reveal at TennoCon. Just how hyped are you for it, and were you expecting anything on that kind of a scale to be revealed for us? I will leave you with a little bit more of the footage of the reveal. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
This is an ancient battlefield where the sentients tried to destroy this Orcan tower and failed and died. So their corpse, the corpse of this one sentient, is littered throughout the landscape, which is obviously what the Grineer are interested in. Oh, is that a bug? What is that?
If you can locate a Grineer camp, we may be able to recover the component the Ostrons require.
You can see a big rendering upgrade that we've been working on for 3 months. View distances we've never had to do before. Perspicular rays, time of day, new water shading. What are you doing? There's one, get it. Got it. Yeah!
Tenno, have you forgotten the mission? There should be a Grineer camp nearby.
Now there's a whole set of new resources involved in the Warframe landscapes feature. One of them is fish. So all of the things that we showed you in Cetus about the weapon crafting, there's other stuff we'll show at the end as well. This creates a feedback loop, a positive feedback loop of you guys going, exploring this landscape, collecting resources, and I guess spear fishing now and then just because it's cool. However, because we have a large landscape now, it doesn't mean that we want to kind of go slow and admire the daisies. We still feel that Warframe is a game about speed and high mobility. So, Rebecca, if you don't mind. Oh no! Oh no! Don't die, Rebecca. You got this. This landscape is, you guys know about how Earth is worked before, right? You come, it's sometimes day, sometimes night. The rendering tech and the art for this has been built to have continuous day-night cycles.
You'll probably find what you're looking for here.
We'll do a demonstration of that in a second.
The sun is setting. There's the kinetic motivator.
Don't die, Rebecca!
Good. Now, what is this? I'm detecting sentient energy, unlike anything I've seen before. Grenier troop carrier. Watch for reinforcements.
Cool. Go. Sun's setting.